Is Revelstoke, BC actually a good place to live? So many people vacation to Revelstoke for years with the anticipation of eventually moving there full time. But you need to consider these things before you actually go and purchase some property there and make the move. It's Russell Mortlock here with The Real Broker. I'm a licensed real estate agent here in British Columbia. So if you're looking to purchase some property here in Revelstoke, BC, you can go to the description. You can go to my Calendly link right there and book a call that's going to work best for you. I'm selling a few developments in Revelstoke where I could get you first access to these projects and discounted pricing when we go to launch these developments. So if you want first access to all the new construction projects going on in Revelstoke, BC, you're going to want to schedule a call with me. Revelstoke is a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts, with some of the best skiing, snowboarding, and hiking in all of North America. It's a perfect place for people who love adventure in order for them to call home. However, this also means that this town sees a lot of seasonality and a lot of tourism. You'll have to get used to that tourism. It still is a peaceful and very quiet town to live in, but it does see a lot of outside guests, and you'll just have to accept that if you wanted to live in Revelstoke full time. On the positive side, it does offer everything that Banff, Canmore, and Whistler, and some of those other ski towns do, but a lot less traffic and not as many tourists go to Revelstoke. Number 2, and this is probably the main reason that everyone moves out to Revelstoke but it does have long and snowy winters. The winters in Revelstoke bring on average between 10 to 12 meters each and every year, making it an absolute haven for all those winter sports, which just means if you're living in Revelstoke, you need to be prepared for some of that snow removal and then for some of the potential transport issues that might happen with bad road conditions. Well, these long snowy winters is exactly why so many people come out to Revelstoke during this period of time, but it's just one thing to consider that traveling outside of Revelstoke during its peak times, you might face some tough road conditions. They have done some recent massive upgrades to the highway between Golden and Banff, but for me personally, I still don't love driving at that time of year. It's definitely something that you have to be slow and steady and really make sure you plan out your trips and know what the road conditions are going to be beforehand. So if you're looking to purchase some property in Revelstoke, drop a comment down below saying home, and I will give you a list of the top 3 best investments that are currently in Revelstoke, British Columbia right now. Number 3 thing that you have to consider if you're looking to move to Revelstoke is the rising house prices. Like many desirable locations, especially in these really beautiful ski towns, we have seen a really drastic price change over the last couple of years in these towns, and Revelstoke is no different. Well, it's still a lot cheaper than all those other major ski towns like Whistler, Banff, and Canmore. You're still going to be probably paying around anywhere from $600,000 to $900,000 depending on what type of property you're going to be looking for. And rental prices have also increased a lot, so if you're coming there to look to rent, you're probably going to be paying around $1,400 a month to rent a 1-bedroom apartment. But if I'm still comparing the Revelstoke real estate prices to other ski towns like Whistler, where the average single-family home price is $2.8 million, where in Revelstoke, the average single-family home price is $765,000. This is substantially lower, but one thing to note is that Revelstoke has actually seen the most amount of appreciation over the last 10 years. But since 2014, that Revelstoke prices have gone up 270%. So if you're someone that's considering moving to Revelstoke in the future for retirement or wanting to relocate, it is probably in your best interest to secure a property now while the prices are still not crazy high, and then if you plan on using it in a couple of years, you will reap some massive benefits and a lot of wealth if you can get into the market early now before it goes as crazy what we see in Whistler, Banff, and Canmore. And if you need help buying those properties in Revelstoke or seeing what's going to be the best fit for you and your family, go down to the description. It's going to be a link directly to my calendar. You can schedule a call time that works best for you. And if you're interested in new construction projects, I'm personally selling a few different developments in the area where I can get you priority access to what's going on in Revelstoke in terms of new construction. So if you're interested in new construction projects, you're going to want to reach out to me because I got exclusive access on the best developments in Revelstoke. The number 4 thing to consider if you're moving to Revelstoke is limited amenities. This is still a small ski town with a population of around 8,000 people. If you're looking for a lot of entertainment or things like that to do, where if you go to Whistler or you go to Banff, there's all these different places to go out, it's not quite there yet. But with talks of the expansion of the airport, the new Cabot golf course coming into Revelstoke, the ski hill expansion and all the municipal developments improvements that are coming, we're going to see some improved amenities coming into Revelstoke over the next 5 to 10 years, which is going to be massive for the town. The number 5 thing that people should consider is that this is a small, tight-knit community. So with Revelstoke being a small population of 8,000 people, the community is very, very tight-knit, and you'll be quickly become familiar if you get involved and amalgamated into the actual town. This can be a great advantage if you're looking to make new friends or looking for some supportive environment. However, this does mean that there might be some privacy things where all your neighbors and everyone in the town might know your business like no different than in any small town. But after hearing all those things that you need to consider and you're still wanting to purchase property in Revelstoke, well, go to the description and schedule a call directly with me so I can understand what your real estate goals are and help you find the right property. And if you're someone that's looking for new construction or you want to buy some pre-sale properties, I have the best developments that me and my team are selling, and I can get you priority access with some discounted pricing and potential upgrades that might match and work for you. So if that's something that's interested in you, you want to find out what new construction projects are going on, go to the description and book a call directly with me. And if you want to understand what actually is going on in the Revelstoke real estate market and how much it's gone up and what's totally going on there, you're going to want to watch this video next where I go over everything in detail with how the Revelstoke real estate boom has gone crazy.